Turning now to the sound of music. A recent study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that playing music for premature babies is not only soothing, but it can also improve their chance of survival. One new mother saw the powerful effect music had on her fragile new baby who struggled through the first months of life.
I think I discovered at a very early age that music made me feel better. I played the piano and I felt better. And that really was my motivation. I simply felt better.
Robin Spielberg was in the middle of recording her 7th CD when she gave birth to premature twins. One baby didn't survive. The other, Valerie, was 4 months early and weighed a mere 17 ounces. Her lungs weren't fully developed. She was put on a respirator and given a 10% chance of survival.
I was shocked to see the amount of machinery and the amount of equipment and all the things she was hooked up to and how fragile she was, and it was very scary to see her for the first time. In the very beginning, we weren't even allowed to touch her because her skin was so delicate it couldn't be touched.
And I would whisper things to her. I would just sit there and hopefully she would hear my voice. And just basically the things that I would say were, just hang in there and we're going to make it through this and you are going to survive.
The doctors did encourage, bonding with your baby in any way you could. And that could be talking or singing or, reading. We brought in my CDs because we figured, Valerie heard them in utero when I was on tour and pregnant, and these might be sounds familiar to her.
According to Dr. Deborah Campbell, a neonatologist, certain sounds may very well help preemies.
We oftentimes will see improvements in terms of the baby's heartbeat steadying, the oxygen saturation stabilizing, even in terms of improvements in weight gain, with some studies showing that the babies do gain weight faster and will go home from the hospital more quickly.
It was brought to our attention that when the music was off, that her vitals had dropped, and then someone said, well, I put the music back on and things seem to be okay. In the beginning, it was kind of a joke. Oh, she likes the music, look, her blood pressure's better. But then it was clear that there was absolutely a response when the music was on.
Many times parents will bring in the type of music that for themselves is relaxing, has special meaning to them, and it's a way of sharing that with their infant. Certainly we encourage the parents to focus more on lullabies than again, Metallica or another rock star.
4 months after her birth, following 13 blood transfusions, heart surgery, and many close calls, Robin and Larry were finally able to take their precious daughter home.
To hold a life in the palm of your hands, literally, and see that that's how small life can be, it's a pretty amazing experience. For
any parents to go through what we went through with the loss of a child and then the 4 months of counting the hours, when will she come home, will she come home, will she survive, to have this child be as happy as she is every single morning makes all of that worth it.
Valerie is now a healthy and happy toddler. Though she doesn't seem to remember her early days in the hospital, it's clear that she still has a love for music that she shares with her mom.
When people ask me about the music, I can't give you an answer that I can touch. We can say she had this medication and this made her better. We can touch that. With the music's not, you can't touch it. It's just this quality, it's this thing that's there. I think it's a combination of everything, I think it was very important for us as parents to be very present and there, and to pray and to sing to her and to play music, and I think she felt our presence. I think she felt my presence the most through my music.
Gosh, that little face. I know, we're both crying. That is so beautiful.
Any stories about babies, we
we're a mess.
we lose it.
I know, but I also, I think that this points to the fact how important the arts are to teach children. She plays the piano, she saved a baby's life. There's a direct correlation.
Oh, it's great. Well, after Valerie's birth, by the way, Robin was inspired to write a collection of lullabies for her daughter. The result, a CD called Beautiful Dreamer.